11th, Mother's Day Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I had a lovely Mother's Day. I had nice conversations with my kids and with my mother and with my mother-in-law. I woke up into a bright sunny day, although it's supposedly going to rain. There's Dennis's lime flowers. Can you see that? Let me show you his little paintbrush. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. Can you see the little yellow on the end of that? He's been pollinating his flowers. He's very, very interested in getting limes. So we shall see if we end up with any limes, but that would be fun if we had limes. And if we have lime trees that we can bring in and out, have lime trees in the winter. I imagine they're going to stay right here by the door where the light comes in the best in the morning. Either that or they'll go in the dining room where there'll be afternoon light. We do not get, the house is not situated well to get like sunshine into the house. So I think the morning light will be the best, which is what I sit next to here. Still chilly. I'm wearing my boxy. I recorded my podcast last night, late. I don't know what got into me. 9:15, I'm like, I'm going to go take a shower and then record my podcast. So now I have to edit it. And, but I show my boxy. My podcasting has gotten a little strange. It feels awkward to podcast since I sit and talk so much every day. And, you know, normally my podcasts would be kind of chatty, and I feel like I've chatted already. So, I mean, I try to make sure that my podcasts are relevant by not really showing you. I mean, I don't show you very much of what I'm working on in my daily vlog because I'm afraid then I won't have anything to podcast about. But maybe I should just podcast. Consider it a podcast every day and not do a regular podcast. I'll have to look and see how many views I had on my last podcast. It may be that anybody who's not interested in seeing a lot of me has gone away because they're getting tired of being spammed with my videos on their subscription, you know, on their YouTube feed. I don't blame them for that either. I don't know. But I try not to talk too much, show too much on this because I want to save it for the podcast. So we'll see. I'm going to edit it and see how it looks. I hope it's okay. Funny. Very funny. But I do enjoy our talks. And I do enjoy hearing from you guys. I do feel like it's a conversation a little bit. I know that sounds so strange, but it does feel a little bit like a conversation. We're making empanadas today, finally. We were supposed to make them for Cinco de Mayo, but Dennis is a cook. Cooking is his hobby, so when he gets in a mood, he ends up cooking a lot of stuff, and then we have a lot of food we have to eat. And since we're really only eating one meal a day, so anyway, we're making empanadas today, and I'm very excited about the empanadas, so that'll be fun. And that's the big event for the day. That's how these days are going. That's the other problem with the podcast is that, there's hardly anything to talk about. I'm not doing very much. And it doesn't feel like I'm doing a lot of crafting even, although a boxy's a big thing to knit, but I've been very monogamous kind of on my things. I did have that was a shit idea that I got to show too. I had 2 finished objects, but only 1 whip, which is that new sweater that I just started. Maybe I just need to get cast on itis and cast on a few things, or, spend a little more time. Maybe I'll find my ochre and start the lace. I'm ready to challenge my brain into like kicking it up gear, It just feels like I'm tired of only wanting to do stockinette. It's time for me to start thinking about something. Maybe I'll read a book I haven't read before. Even my reading, I've been reading books I've read before. It's like, I don't know, overload or something. I don't know, some kind of weird overload that I just don't want anything new. It's like my aunt. My mother's sister, she's gone now, but 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago. She said, I don't want any more input. She didn't want to travel anymore. She's like, I don't want any more input. So I guess I feel it a little bit like Auntie Raggy. I don't want any more input. I don't want anything new in there. I'm watching reruns on TV. I mean, really, when I think about it. Other than the news, which I shouldn't watch so much of, lately, yeah, I don't want any more input. Isn't that weird? Although, to be fair, I am not remembering the Great British Bake Off, which is what I've been watching like when I'm playing poker. Oh, my poker's new. My poker's new. Maybe that's my input. I've been watching the Great British Baking Show, and I mean, I recognize the people, and I can sometimes, when I look at a season, I'll say, oh, these 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, they go far because I recognize them. But I'm not remembering any of the bakes. I'm not remembering any of the challenges. I'm not remembering most of the people. So it's like a new show, even though I've seen it before. I'm in the part of the baking show where Prue is there instead of Mary Berry. You know, they changed staff in the middle of it. There was a big brouhaha about it, apparently, in Great Britain at the time. But Prue, I don't even know what her last name is, wears the best jewelry. She has these big, bold colors, you know, every color of the rainbow. I love her jewelry. I love her jewelry. She's a bright, you know, she's got bright blue glasses or bright red glasses, you know, like her glasses are part of her ensemble. And she's got bold, bold necklaces. So anyway, I love her jewelry. I sit there and say, oh, I can make that. Oh, I can make that. But I have seen it before. I have seen it before. Anyway. You know, I'm a work in progress. I'm a whip. I'm a whip too, just like, you know, I'm a whip. But I'm feeling okay. I slept okay last night. It didn't take me too long to fall asleep, so that's good. And I only woke up a few times, so that's good. So, you know, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. So anyway, I'm going to go put this up, and then I'm going to go start editing my podcast. So I might have a podcast up today. Should be. It usually doesn't take me that long to edit it, especially, and they're not even as long as they used to be, like an hour. Now it's not even an hour, because I did all my talking. I do all my talking on my vlog, and I have nothing to say because I'm not doing anything. So anyway, the podcasting is feeling a little awkward as opposed to the vlogging, which feels very natural, and I've been enjoying it a lot. So interesting. Anyway, so that's it for me. I hope you have a great day. I hope everyone is well. Stay safe and stay sane.